do all your coughing and whatnot now, so I've cut this bit off.
I'm not the coughing one.
Yeah, I am. Okay. So, 1st January 2018, and we had a good 2017. That was all right.
Chaotic.
Busy.
Stressful.
Made a good bit of money. That's the best bit. And we've come up with a plan because we want to travel as a family, which is expensive now. Now they're growing up.
Of course, yeah.
So the plan is to make it so the work van you can come and talk if you want. Yeah. Okay. The plan is to make the van so obviously you can use it for work, and then during periods where we've got a little bit of downtime, we can use it like a camper van. Basically, there'll be nothing in it to do with work, and everything will be converted over then to make it into a camper van.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Yeah.
And then we're going to. Well, you carry on. Me saying anything. What are we going to do this year in England? Start with England.
Oh, right, okay. Well, we've got to test run everything, basically. So the first few runs out with the van will just be testing all the kit and seeing what we need and what we don't need and what stuff fits where, because obviously we're going to be limited on space like you do in a camper van.
So we're going to drive to campsites.
We're going to drive to campsites.
For a day or two?
Yeah.
To a couple of days, I'd say, at a time.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or not just a night.
But then in the summer when it's a bit warmer, we could go further afield and then maybe take, like, we've just been and bought a new tent and...
Big one in the sale.
Yeah. We just popped out.
Did what?
We just popped out to go and have a look, and we came back with a tent.
But we were going to spend like 5 or 6 grand on a caravan.
Yeah, yeah.
But doing it this way, we've just spent £100 on a massive tent.
Yeah.
A £90 gas ring with grilled toast.
Got to have toast. The last one didn't have toast in it.
30 quid. Toast. That was £30, brand new. That's down there. And so we're basically going to get it kitted up so we can go out, we can stay out in it if we want to stay out in the van, sleep in the van.
Yeah.
And cook from the van.
Yeah.
On a campsite, use their facilities obviously for a shower and whatnot. And then if we go somewhere for a long period of time, obviously Charlie and Cole stay here. They'll be here. There's no problem with the house. Then what we'll do is we'll pitch up the tent if we're going to stay longer.
Yeah, if we're going to stay more than a couple of nights.
Like a proper base.
Yeah.
And then we've got the dual purpose of...
Maybe when we go down towards Cornwall.
Yeah, if we're going to go further afield.
Yeah.
And we want to stay down there for a week.
Yeah.
Then we can just set up like a camp, innit? And proper camp.
We're going to rig it up so that we can put the bikes in there and everything's going to be able to be accessible, but we need to limit what we need to take, because obviously the eventual plan is that we don't do it in the van and we do it with backpacks, but that's going to be
but you missed a bit out.
Yeah, but that's the long term.
Yeah, but the bit before that.
Oh yeah, there's a bit in the middle.
No, what's the bit in the middle?
The bit in the middle is going to be once we've mastered doing it in England, then we're going to do Europe. But we're going to start with obviously Spain, because that's where we know and we're comfortable with.
Like a proper road trip.
Yeah, like a road trip with the kids and go all through Spain, all the different places. That we want to see.
I'll shift backward and forward, because it's easy for me to fly back and do my work.
Yeah.
And then, but we'll be out. We'll be basically living between here and Spain.
Yeah.
For 2-3 weeks, perhaps.
That was the initial long-term plan about
8 years ago.
8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
So we've worked up to this point. I think we've got some videos where we've talked about doing that, so we can be in the two places.
I haven't looked at those videos.
Yeah, I'll have to sort it out. But so that's it basically. If you did catch that, we're gonna get the van sorted out so we can live in it, live from the van. Then if we're staying out for a longer period of time in one particular place, then we can set up a camp. Everything will be there to set up a proper camp. And get it so we master it, so we can just at a drop of a hat, if we want to just go, we can go, set up, go drive through France, go to France, spend a couple of days in France, or a week in France, or a month in France, or a year in France, or whatever we want to do, wherever we want to go, we can do it.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
And then we'll video everything as we go along, like looking at the van, how we're going to kit the van out.
It's all going to be done on a shoestring, obviously.
Yeah. This is part of it.
Yeah.
To do it as cheap as possible, so you're not spending really any real vast amounts of money.
No.
Because we've got the van, it's only diesel, and a bit of camping fees, and they're not dear if you've just got a van, are they?
No, they're not going to be like.
It's not like having a caravan where you've got to drag it.
And that's the other thing, when we looked at going to Spain with the caravan, even the ferry crossings, by the time you've put in the size of the van that we've got and then the size of the caravan that we were looking at, it just doubles the price of everything overnight. It's
a lot of money. It's like, what was it, £1,200 return just for the ferry crossing?
On the Santander one,
yeah. For a 24-hour crossing. Whereas using the diesel to drive through France, and we can stop and have a look around France while we're doing it.
Yeah. It's also going to be an educational for all of us, not just for the kids, obviously, because we're homemaking them, but it's for all of us to see things that we wouldn't necessarily see. I mean, I've never been to a vineyard. I don't know if you.
No, I haven't been to a proper vineyard. No.
So that sort of stuff is going to be interesting for all of us to go and see how things are made and how they're produced and
trying them.
Well, yeah,
trying the wine. Yes, trying the wines and getting back. Just travelling about again, isn't it?
Teaching the kids geography while we're out and a bit.
So we're between here and there, really.
Yeah. Which was one of the reasons that we looked at Homehead in the beginning.
Yeah, so we could do what we wanted when we wanted to.
Yeah.
So that's basically that's it for now. And then we'll be, as we go along, I'm going to email. Oh no, I won't be able to email companies now, will I? I might be able to email companies.
No, we haven't got a following yet.
To see if we can test drive their gear, but we'll see. We'll see.
I've been trying to look on, like, briefly on the likes of Google and that about family trips, like doing it on a budget and stuff, and there's not that great amount of videos and things to say what the best course of action is for certain scenarios. So that's probably one of the things that we're going to be looking into, doing a bit more vlogging and stuff as well at the same time.
So what, the telly's on as well, because they're over there watching the telly. So.
Are you watching the telly?
No, I'm not. They are. So just don't say, but they're watching the telly. That's why we can hear the telly as well. Because we're not on our own in this room. There's other people in this room. So we're just doing this, But yeah, so that's it.
Yeah.
And bit of a boring video. This is more for us than for you, to be fair.
Yeah, we're going to try and do a lot of the National Trust stuff as well in England, because we're obviously members of that already. So
yeah, so we're going to batter that all through the summer. We're off all over the place.
We're going to keep costs down as much as possible, because then obviously the less we spend here, the more we've got to spend when we go further afield.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, if we keep the cost down and we work out how to, because I want to do a lot more cooking.
We can do a lot more trips.
But the thing is, it's just. Yeah, it's just everywhere you go. It's just going to be on. It's just going to be like, it's not going to be expensive, so it's not a problem.
No.
The more you can do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If we're just going out buying tomato puree or whatever, or tomatoes and olive oil and onions, and we've got the cooking facilities from the van, I don't mind making. When you can cook, I can cook.
Yeah.
We can make nice food. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we can't bake bread, but we can. But you can buy bread anyway, wherever you are.
Yeah.
So we can just get that done and live from. It's basically just living from the van.
Yeah, it would just be back to
basics. It'll be the same. It'll be basic. I think it'll be the same. Obviously, it's not going to be as comfortable as being in here, but
no, and it won't be like the caravan, because we had the caravan last time we went out, so the kids won't have the luxury of all the things that they had in the caravan and all the space. But
it's all right.
But then they're going to have the space of outdoors. Now they've found their selection boxes.
We'll open it.
They found the selection boxes. She's going to do it for.
What I was going to say now.
Yeah, we're talking about space in the caravan. They're not going to have the luxuries and all the facilities that they had in the caravan.
The beauty of it is as well, I'll be able to fly back at the drop of a hat. So it's like we're right next to a train station. With the flights as cheap as they are, and so accessible, you've only got to go to an airport and you jump on a plane and you're back in England, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like no time at all.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that was what the initial plan was all them years ago. It was to
we had children in between, so that slowed it down.
6 months here and then 6 months in Somewhere warm.
Yeah, that's it. Warm. That's
Not
the key
cold.
word. Warmth. Yeah, arid. Somewhere arid that feels really arid and nice like that. Yeah.
Don't do cold.
Yeah. And once we've got England down, then it'll be Europe. We'll be all over Europe, I think.
Yeah.
And that'll be it.
Yeah.
All right. I'll turn it off.
Okie dokie.
Is that enough on there?
I think so.
Yeah.
You're the one that normally does it.
Cool.
We're just going to look older and fatter compared to the other ones, aren't we?
Well, I am.
You don't like it so good.
You're having both the chocolate bars.